Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
We are just getting started. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Ryerson picks it up from the goal kick. It's Sorlot, spread to the right. O'Reilly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender, you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stones. O'Reilly. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bellingham. And here's Kane. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Berger. Goes looking wide. Space for him to turn and look. Has crossed into getting up there. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Sorlot simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, it's come to nothing. Madueke, and here's Kane. Norway couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Bellingham. England yet to have an attempt on goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kane.
Norway definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Rice, spread out to the left. Now it's Kane. Gordon. And it's O'Reilly. Passing nice and neat. Haaland. And here's Kane. Nicely aimed pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Haaland. And he was quick to react. Gordon. Gordon scooting forward. And it's O'Reilly. Bellingham. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Oh, what a ball!
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
And they've got rid. That has been knocked clear. Norway are looking to go forward now. Berger. O'Reilly. Shifted it to the flank. That'll be a throw. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but and the shot!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Rice. Anderson. Bellingham. Now O'Reilly. Anderson. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Kane. It's Kane! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tries to play it through. Sorloth. Sorloth
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
aimed beyond the defence. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Stones.
O'Reilly. And he's forced to go back. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's beaten the last man. That's the keeper's ball. James. James makes a move down the right. Bellingham. He was under real pressure there. Now it's oh, he's having a go! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Gordon.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, good spread. Haaland. Can he get it through? He's picked his way through. Oh, good effort! Not a bad try by any means. Stones. Now Konsa. Madueke. And it's Kane. And it's Bellingham. "40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Konsa. Now Stones. O'Reilly. Here's Gordon. Bellingham. England disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Haaland. Distributed tidily. And here's Ødegaard. It's run loose here. Rice. Stones. And it's O'Reilly. Gordon. And here's Kane. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And here's Kane. Kane! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Gordon. Ups for safety. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we get things going again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And this is... It's Kane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Kane! But he's left disappointed. James. And it's Rice. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Kane! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Kane is offering a Rice smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Haaland, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
This looks promising. Haaland. That's been cut out, well played. Ødegaard. Great vision.
Oh, played right into his path.
Oh, now he can run away with it. Can he finish? And it's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
And goal scored for Norway after 53
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Alexander Sørloth. Alexander Sørloth. Alexander Sørloth.
Norway have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Sørloth. Now he's off and running. Madueke. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Berger.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found space here.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Sørloth! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Kane under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's well spotted. Berger. Here's Haaland, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, it's Sørloth. He's found a way through. Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot! Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide. And that has put paid to that. What a throw in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Anderson. James. And it's Bellingham. Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gordon. Played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
England really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Kane. Haaland gets on his bike and on the move. He's shifting through the gears here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a throw.
Substitution for England, number 20, Noni Madueke, number 10.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well
Coming
played,
on the field.
well stopped.
Number 7,
Kane.
Bukayo Saka, number
England
17.
perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Kane. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Berger. Haaland. Here's Berger. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Saka. And it's Rice. Solot does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rodgers. Berger. That's going wide left. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread it left. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Kane tries to thread one through.
Substitution for Norway, number 7.
Norway can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Substitution for England, number 18, Anthony Gordon. Number 8, Elliot Anderson. Coming on the field, number 11, Marcus
Berger.
Rashford.
England have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Rodgers. And it's Kane. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rodgers. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
England get their fourth corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Good pressure, determined, intense. Eze. And it's Stones. Now Konsa.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, super find. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Shot a goal! And he's stuck it away! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
After 77 minutes is...
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Norway are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done.
Kane! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Haaland. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Saka. And it's Eze. Now Rodgers. Saka. Passes short and sharp.
England really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And he's quick to return it.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And a chance! Off the post!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now he's got space here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Saka. Just 5 minutes left. James. Now Rodgers. And here's Kane. And he's found a way, shoots! And no mistake! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Goal scored for England after 86 minutes in.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment.
Kane.
What a lovely moment.
Harry Kane. Substitution for Norway, number 20. Coming on to replace
Norway
him is
are able now
number
to make their
21.
substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
England give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Crosses it in here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Saka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Berger.
There will be 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Passing is crisp and sharp. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Eze. Can he get on the end of this? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Haaland. Well, we always look the favourite there. Eze.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That has not gone well. Haaland. Konsa wins the duel this time. And here's Saka. Kane. And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter, the crowd played its part, there's no doubt about that. They got